Hey, good morning. Paul McMahon here with Forex Smart Trade. It is Thursday, February. Oops, uh, there we go. Sorry about that. I get a little back feed there. Thursday, February 12th, 2026. Here at Forex Smart Trade, we help you trade profitably. We do that a couple different ways. One, we will send you out trades that you can just copy, and if you copy them all, by the end of the month, you'll have more money than you had at the beginning of the month. I think last year we had an 85% return on our trade pattern alert program. And then the second is if you want more than that 1 to 4 trades we send out per day, you can, we'll teach you how to trade using these indicators that I'm going to use this morning. This morning, I'm going to use one of our dozen different trade strategies. When we coach someone, we come up with a customized trade plan that's built around your availability to trade and your risk preferences. So with that, let us get going. We first need to listen to this guy, and then we'll see what the market has this morning.
Due to federal and state regulations, we are providing the following disclosure. Please stay tuned, as this will take less than a minute. Foreign exchange, futures, and cryptocurrency trading are highly risky, and you can lose all the money you invest should you decide to engage in live trading. We are not responsible for your investment, trading, or tax decisions. We are not licensed financial advisors, traders, accountants, stockbrokers, or attorneys. We are not licensed commodities brokers and do not engage in or facilitate commodities transactions. We are not an introducing broker, and we make no recommendation as to where you should invest or what broker you should trade with. As you apply what you learn, we recommend you seek advice from licensed professionals. Any trade results that we show should not be considered typical of our students. We do not and cannot track the results or performance of our students' private trading accounts. We do not know what a typical or average student earns or loses trading. This is not a get-rich-quick program, guaranteed system, or business opportunity. We sell training and trading tools. We make no promises our training or tools will generate future income for students, and you may not make your investment back, including your investment in this training. Any redistribution or recording of this material is strictly prohibited without advance written permission.
In terms of when we do our live trades, I generally do 3 a week if I'm around. Tuesday and Thursday morning at this time, Monday afternoon at 3:30. And again, if I'm around at 10:30, I take a look at the charts. If I see a trade, I send it out. The company does the same thing at 9:30. They have a 30-minute live session. If they don't see something, then they keep monitoring until they do see something. Every afternoon around 4:15, I do the overnight trade setup. Send out the overnight trade setup. It's a trade. If it's there, it wins. If it doesn't, we just pass. Last night we took 2 trades on the Euro USD and the Pound Yen, and both closed profitably. So we try to make it simple and profitable. We are big believers if you are working with us to learn to trade and continuous work on the fundamentals. And we believe everyone who's any good at anything has a coach, and we serve as that coach. I have a little checklist that I go through to make sure I am not forgetting anything. So let's take a look. During the session, I don't really take questions. But questions are one of the advantages of working with us, is that we've been there, we've done it, we can answer your questions. Just hop on my calendar, forexsmarttrade.com/schedule. To sign up for the trade alerts, we charge $99 a month. It is well worth that. We guarantee it. If you're not happy, just tell us, we'll give you your money back. But as I said, last year was 85% return. You can always try calling me, but generally I'm always doing something. So the best way to get me is to just get on my calendar. I do have weekly office hours every Wednesday at 3:30. If you are trading with us using our indicators, good habit, always refresh the indicators every day. Clears out the memory, picks up any updates. We are technical traders. We are trading based on the price action, not news. People trade on both. We focus on the price action, but we do want to know what news events there are so that we can trade around them. Because when news happens, it can sometimes cause a little bit of a whiplash, and you can get stopped out. I like to find out where the news is by looking at Forex Factory. Forex Factory breaks news down into 3 categories. Yellow is low impact. We ignore those. Orange is medium impact. I don't really pay too much attention. But red, high impact. These are guys I want to trade around. This morning at 8:30 on the U.S. dollar, we've got unemployment claims. This is enough to bump the dollar. So this morning, if we're within a 2-hour window, which we are, we'll stay away from the dollar. We've got clear sailing on everything else. So with that, let us take a look. The trade I'm going to do this morning is something called a 10-point trade. I like to take it on a 1-hour chart. On a 1-hour chart, trades are worth anywhere from 5 to 35 pips. I am looking usually to get a minimum of 11 pips, and I want to get in and get out within 1 to 3 hours. So with that, let's take a look at the chart. The chart we'll be trading off of is the Light 6 Major, one of our standard charts. It is a composite chart in that it's showing us 6 different currency pairs, all US based. There are 3 sections to the chart. This middle section we call the majors and minors. This top section, which we call the TNTs, and this bottom section, which we call the pressure. I start with the middle section, the majors and minors. Red and green line is the major indicator. The black and gray line is the minor indicator. Horizontal blue line is the overbought line. Horizontal red line is the oversold line. I am looking for situations where the lines are oversold and going up, and I want to ride that through the channel. And you can see we've got a couple green arrows as it makes its way through, or overbought and the lines are coming down, and then you can see the down candles as it goes through the channel. So that's what I'm looking for. So here we're overbought, but the lines are still going up. This isn't a trade I take off of a 1-hour chart. Not part of my trading rules. Can you make money if it's overbought and going up? Yes, you can. Just not part of my fits into my risk preferences. So I'm going to pass. If I don't see what I want here, I don't need to look at the rest of it. Euro USD, and I know I said we weren't going to trade the USD, but I still want to be able to show you what a good setup looks like. So here we're overbought. All the lines are coming down. There's 4 things I'm looking for. 1, that we started overbought. 2, that all the lines are going down. 3, that the red line is on top of the green line and the black line is on top of the gray line, which they are. I call that the double cross. And 4, I look at what the steepness of the green line is. And I want this to be better than 45 degrees. And it is just about 45 degrees, I guess you could argue. I don't like this because there's this kink in the line where it's going from more steep to less steep. But I do have all 4 criteria. When I see everything I like, I jump up to my TNTs and I count how many lines are supporting the sell signal I'm seeing here. So the 2 orange lines are going down, telling me sell. The 2 blue lines are going up. Blues are inversely related. So when blue goes up, that means sell. So all 4 are telling me sell. Then I jump down to the 3rd measure, which is the pressure. And I want these lines either going down or I want the red line on top of the green line. So I don't have that. Each of these sections is measuring something different. So when I get agreement across all three, that's a high probability trade. So I don't have that, so I'm going to pass. And you can see that little kink. It's going a little like this. Now it's a little less than 45 degrees. And now it's come down a little bit. It's at 45 degrees. Pound USD, everybody's going down, but we clearly don't have, the line here is clearly less than 45 degree slope. So we're going to pass. Oversold, still going down. Dollar Swiss franc oversold. We've got disagreement between the majors and minors. Dollar yen. We touched oversold. Everybody's going up. Double cross, greens on top, grays on top. Good steepness on the green line. In fact, we've gone from less steep to more steep on the line. There's a little kink here. So we've got all four. Generally, I like the green line to be less than halfway, but it's just crossed over, so I might consider this. 2 orange lines going up, 2 blue lines coming down, so I want at least 3 of the 4. I've got all 4 telling me, and here I do have up pressure. Both lines going up, the red lines on top. So 1 point, 4 points, 4 points, so 9 points. When I see this, I want to, I have a second confirmation step. And that second confirmation step is to look at a full chart. So here, instead of multiple pairs, it's just the US USD JPY. And we have, but different time periods. So here's a 1 hour chart, 2 hour chart, 4 hour chart. I want the 2 hour chart and the 4 hour chart to both be oversold, which means the lines are down here. Here, we're almost overbought, and here we're beyond the halfway mark. Reason I want that is because when both of these are starting oversold, there's less of a chance of us getting stopped out. Now here, the one exception is we're oversold here, we're oversold here, we're oversold here, and all of the green lines are going up. But again, because we have that news coming out, I'm going to pass on this trade. Now, I might consider it. The next, with this trade strategy, you need to figure out what a trade is worth. And we do that by looking at the support and resistance. Support and resistance are spots where the candles seem to naturally stop, and you can see that this seems to be one, and there seems to be one maybe here and over here. When you crunch up the lines, you get more data points. So this is clearly one. This might again be a little bit of one, and this is one. But our issue is, when we look at this, we don't have much room. We don't have much room from where we are at to this line, because since I want to get in and get out, so we get about 6 pips. And as I said, I generally want to take a trade that's at least 11 pips. So we don't have much room left there. So I'm going to pass, and then I'm also passing because we got the news coming up. Euro pound, we're kind of in the middle of the channel, and it's turned a couple times, so I don't like that. Australian dollar, yen, overbought going up. Neither of these pairs are actively trading. It's evening in both markets. I want at least one of these pairs to be actively trading when I'm trading off of a 1 hour chart. Euro Canadian oversold going down. Australian dollar, New Zealand dollar. This is a nice setup. Oversold, everybody's going up, double cross, good steepness. Our issue is that, again, it's the end of the day. In fact, the day is over in New Zealand and Australia. Their Friday is done. So we're going to pass. Pound yen overbought going up. Euro Australian dollar almost oversold. We're well beyond the halfway mark. So let's go to the next group. Got another group of 6. Euro Canadian dollar overbought, nothing. Euro New Zealand dollar oversold. We're starting out oversold. Everybody's going up. Double cross. Greens on top, grays on top. Slope is not quite 45 degrees, so I'm going to pass. Pound New Zealand dollar. All right, the slope on this one's a little bit better. So we've got all 4, 2 oranges, 2 blues, all 4 here. Very strong down pressure with red on top. That green hasn't crossed over yet. I want that green line to be on top of the red line, even if it's going down. So we're going to pass. New Zealand yen overbought. Majors are sideways. Gold USD. We've got all 4 here. It did touch overbought. Everybody's going down. Double cross. And steepness is steepness is just 45 degrees. Again, I don't like it because the kink in the line. But we only have 2 here. Thick orange going down and dotted blue going up. I want at least three of these going here. And the last couple of trades we took on gold, we got stopped out. So I'm a little gun shy right now of gold. So it needs to be a very, very clear signal for me to kind of re-engage with it. This doesn't have it. Euro Swiss franc oversold. We've got disagreement between the majors and minors. Let's go to the next group. Australian dollar, Canadian dollar. All right, we started oversold. Everybody's going up. Double cross. Good steepness on the green line. Green line is right at the halfway mark, which is, I will consider it up to that point. I don't mind that the minors have gone all the way. Interesting. Thick orange is going up, supporting, and the 2 blue lines are just barely going down. So I got 3 of the 4 here. I've got sideways pressure with green on top. Sideways pressure with green on top. So 1 point, 4 points, 3 points. Let's do our confirmation. AUD, CAD. Oversold. I don't mind that the lines are going down. I just want them oversold. When they're oversold, there's less of a chance we get it stopped out. Now the question is, what's this trade worth? On some of the trades we have, the profit's predetermined. This is a trade where we've got to figure it out. So let us take a look. So here's a clean chart of the Australian dollar, Canadian dollar. Going to crunch up the chart to see if we've got more data points, but we don't. It hasn't traded up here. We're trading into an uptrend. And we seem to be bouncing here. You might argue that the line is here versus here. So we have about 11 pips. Up. Let's see how many pips we got down. Oops. I don't want that. 7 pips down. Let's take one more look at the chart. We're going to go ahead and take an 11 pip buy on the Australian dollar, Canadian dollar. Australian dollar, Canadian dollar. So let's Australian dollar, Canadian dollar. Let's see if we get that open right here. I'm going to go to new order, market buy, right click, modify. 11 pips is already 110 points. Click the little green button. We'll use a 3-to-1, so 33 pip stop loss. Let's see where that puts us. And I want to just go back and double check before I give you these numbers. I want to see where we were looking at on our so it's 96.74, and it's just inside this candle. So let's see. Just inside this candle. So I'm going to just pull this down just a hair, because I want to be within that candle. All right, so we took a sell, probably closer to 10 pips on the AUD CAD with a take profit of 0.96740, 0.96740. Stop loss of 0.96315, 0.96315. I expect this to close within the next 3 hours. If you wanted to be a little more conservative, you could pull this stop loss up, because it hasn't traded down there in a while. So we could pull it up and make the stop loss 0.96450. 0.96450. Again, I expect this to trade close in the next 3 hours. So the thing you need to decide is how you want to trade. Do you want to just, what's your objective? Do you want to make it your job? You want to just increase your investments? If you want to increase your investments, just copy the trades we give out. Sign up for the trade pattern alert. We'll give you some trades every day, and you copy those. It's a little bit of work, but the return is exponentially higher than you can get pretty much with anything else. If you want to trade, we can teach you. We've got the tools. We've been doing it for a long time. Better Business Bureau, A+ rating. We are so confident that we can train you that once we've trained you, we'll let you trade with our money and split the profit. All right, have a good morning, and we'll see you this afternoon around 4:15 for the afternoon trade, and also see you around 10:30 for the morning trade. All right, have a good one. Bye-bye.